Hi, I'm Carolyn Nicholson. I'm a farm financial analyst for the dairy-based team, and I'm here today to give you some tips. Today we are inputting page 2 of our Level 1 Farm Physical Questionnaire. Page 1 has been input already, and you can view the video to show you how to do this on www.dairybase.co.nz under the training tools. Okay, we're going to start at irrigation used. This is the irrigation used on your dairy platform. It's not the effluent irrigated out. And to change anything on this, it's just altering the drop-down box. You can see our farmer is ticked not irrigated, so we just select that. Production system, this is our amount of feed imported for our dairy cows. It's not the feed grown on the milking platform. And once again, you can just change this by selecting the drop-down box. You may wish to select this by looking in your financial statements and selecting the amount of feed supplements purchased. This also will be important once they do a Level 2 questionnaire and goes further into the analysis of that production system. Our land farm, this is an important section in our Level 1 questionnaire because it is where we use a lot of our key performance indicators on the per hectare basis. The effective area is the milking platform. It can include cropping areas, especially in areas like Southland where they do a lot of winter cropping and the milking cows are grazed on that winter crops. It does not include any of the area that's used for non-dairy operations, for example, beef, forestry, sheep, horticultural practices. The ungrazable area is the drains, gardens, building area, so there should always be some form of ungrazable area on a dairy platform, and the total area is the combined amount of the effective and the ungrazable area, and the same applies for the runoff and the non-dairy area. The runoff area is just the area that the young stock are grazed on. It doesn't include the area that any of the milking cows are grazed on. And once again, as I said, the non-dairy is for any of the operation that not used, and in this case you can see that the farmer has purchased 20 hectares. We would just type that in to change that amount. He's also purchased an additional 7 hectares for the milking platform, so we would change that just by typing over the top of it and making sure that our total area also changes. It should always be the total of the two. The land owned or leased at opening. This is just the amount that is owned at the start of the season, not anything that's purchased during the year. So in this case, the farmer purchased his 7 hectares on the 1st of June, so we will input that information and change it to 140 hectares. The total at the bottom should equal the total land farmed. That's including the land owned and also the land leased. You can see that here he's leased 17 hectares plus owns 10 hectares, so we've got the total of 27 hectares, and he has purchased his forestry block as well. So we would change that. Here you can add anything that has been purchased or sold during the year. If they, for example, had sold 20 hectares, you just need to make sure that you put a negative sign in front of it, and you can put in the date that they sold or purchased that. In this case, this farmer hasn't made any changes during the year, so we leave that blank. You can add or remove any of those that have been added in there. Okay, to finish that page, we just click on the next page at the bottom of the screen. Now we look at the milk production. The milk production is the milk produced for the financial year as well as the milk for the production year. The production year is from the 1st of June to the 31st of May for dairy-based purposes. If the farmer has financial statements that finish on the 31st of March, they would need to obtain any further production that they've completed since that stage, and they could do this usually from their milk dockets or from the Fonterra or other dairy factory websites. Okay, once we have that information, you can either select to enter the milk production totals, so in this case it would be the 119987, or the breakdown. If you have the breakdown, that is preferable for us, so it gives us further analysis. and we just enter those information in. So in this case, the farmer's production year and his financial year were one and the same. Okay, and then peak cows milked. In this case, the farmers advised us he had 370 cows. You can see that previous seasons he had 360, so we just amend that amount of cows. It should be their peak cows milked over a 10-day period in the season. If they've purchased significant stock during the season, we would use an average number. Just give Dairy Base a call if you have any problems with any of the questions that we've input today. That's all for today's inputting of page 2. We'll look forward to seeing you when we input page 3 on our next training video. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Carolyn Nicholson, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video tutorial.